Okay, we should be all ready to go. Rose, are you ready to go?
Yep.
Okay. So I think we're back in here. We've actually managed to get Rose's character in here. So that's exciting. Hopefully you can see her and she can hopefully this will all work. Um so I'm May and this is Rose. We're sisters and we're just kind of trying to play around and have fun. We're not very good at Minecraft, and would love to hear any tips or tricks you have in the comments or suggestions. Also, we're open to playing other games. We actually were hoping to do maybe something different Friday. We have no clue what that would be or look like. So if there's suggestions for free games, that'd be great. Um, let's see if we can get some of these technical difficulties worked out. Your character's gone. I don't know if you changed something or not.
I didn't change anything.
There, she's back. Now she's gone again.
I know what the problem is.
Okay. Like I said, we're still very new at this, but we really appreciate any feedback or help or questions or anything. Right, probably today, I'm gonna keep trying to look for diamonds. Maybe she's probably gonna try and finish the house, and then maybe we explore that cave I found and see if we can find anything cool in there. Um, Someone had told me that we may be near a dungeon or something because I found a silverfish block while mining, so maybe investigate that. But I think I will need your help with that, Rose, because that is frightening. Have you fixed the problem, you think?
I think so, yeah.
That's not fixing it. Nope. Leave it how it was.
It is how it is.
No, it isn't. It's a lot smaller now. Yeah, you have to keep your window how it is so we can see her. Well, while she's messing around with that, I'm gonna go ahead and go to sleep. If you want to have your Minecraft character go back to sleep, oh, we can skip the nighttime and then get your Vroid character kind of centered. Okay, cool. Now it is daytime. I shall head back down in the mines once I get whatever I need. I don't remember what I came up for. Is the problem from last time. We can go ahead and put that in there.
Is the interview?
No, a little too far up and a little too far over. There, perfect. That's great. Last time we also told well, Rose told me kind of like we talked about a conspiracy theory that she's done some research on, and that was kind of fun, and you guys seem to somewhat enjoy that. I don't know if it was just that one or if it's something you'd like to see continuing, but she's got another one for us today. So if there's suggestions on those as well that you'd like to hear or something like that, love to hear that. You can even leave them on Twitter, or if there's a better format, or if you think of them when we're offline. But we're going to go ahead and do that today, too, if you have that for us, Rose, and want to talk about it.
Thank you. So we talked a little bit yesterday about, like, that lady and her TikTok about the Appalachians.
Mm-hmm.
Oops, that's my and I remember I thought it sounded familiar, and that's because, like, 5 years ago, I remember that there was, like, a thing in, like, if you watch, like, conspiracy theory stuff, or, like, creepypasta stuff, or anything like that, or any, there was, like, a thing about the national parks, about people talking about them and stuff like that. Because when I was, like, researching it, it brought up videos I watched, like, from people I knew. There was one that was 2 hours and 20 minutes long, and I watched, like, part of it, but it, I just couldn't. Okay. It's late, and I can't read about dead children that late at night, okay? no matter how soothing the guy's voice is, because they always are when they do these things. I can't do it. So
you tease dead children and then just kind of move on from that. Like,
yeah, I do. That's what I always do. Because we're gonna talk. One of the things you said when I asked you about like if you heard anything else, you said there was like TikToks about like having feral children, and not feral children, but like feral people and or cannibals.
yeah, that people were talking about all these disappearances and that there's like we don't know what's out there in the woods. It's too big to explore. There's probably cannibals. But I had also seen something about like another theory that like it was because like as the U.S. expanded, like the different creatures that different Native American legends or even redstone or other histories. Well, that what something is hitting. Oh, another silverfish. Hold on, that is not good. I hate these. They're so creepy.
And they're real.
Well, in real life, more of them. Okay, that's. Oh, okay. You might want to maybe head down here because might need assistance.
Absolutely no clue where you are.
If you follow the mine entrance, because I
don't know where that is.
Why are there more of them? Do they multiply? And where are they coming from? Okay. Oh, there's another one. Where the heck are they coming from? Is there like a spawner or something?
I don't know what to tell you.
Because there was just like, where are they coming from? I don't see them. They also destroy blocks, which makes it more confusing. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe they destroyed blocks that made more of them, because I know they can come from blocks. But which makes me hesitant to keep going.
You gotta. We need diamonds.
I just don't know which blocks. I don't even remember what blocks that they come from, which ones they look like. Okay. We're gonna keep going. I don't remember what I was saying. It was that. So that all these legends, they think maybe like the different creatures and spirits that they tell about that like will take people, and then maybe those were real, and that they were creatures that were chased and like hunted into the national forests and stuff because those were places that weren't developed, so the creatures could like go there and live. And like I mean, we went to Yellowstone a while ago, like a long time ago before COVID, and I mean it's huge, and they don't, it's not like a place like you think of a park now and like in cities, and you can see all of the the edges of it, and usually you can still hear like the highway in it. And Yellowstone's not like that. It's huge, and I know a bunch of other national parks are huge too, and they can't like patrol all of it. So I could see like people could easily hide out in there or something, but I think it's creepy that there's so many disappearances, and it's not just like they wandered off into the woods late at night and they disappeared. It's like they turned around and she was gone, and it makes no sense, and then they like never ever find them.
Well, first of all, did you know that the National Park Service doesn't keep track of missing people?
That's strange.
They just don't. They don't keep track.
Like the number's too big, we can't handle that.
They just don't keep track of them. They didn't give an answer for why they don't keep track of them. They just, when you ask, they kind of go, we don't know, which is always reassuring. But so I did some stuff about the TikTok stuff, and it's been a trend recently. As you said, TikTok has trends. And it started with this one girl who said she was camping in Big Bend with like her family. And she heard screams at night, which, is concerning. She specifically, some of the quotes she said she heard someone saying, we're all gonna die. That a child saying mommy, and someone saying to call a ranger. And then the last thing she heard was a woman saying, I love you, just know that. And then she didn't hear anything else. So she obviously like called the police and called a ranger, and they couldn't find anything. And then a couple of days later, when she asked people, they acted like they didn't know what she was talking about. So that's like where, and then people started hearing their own stories about the national parks and stuff. So it kind of came from there.
Well, because even if it's not something like supernatural or otherwise, I think that'd be a perfect place if you were like on the run from the law or something to like hide out. Because if you have any kind of survival skills, like you could probably disappear, and either it's like not safe for them to go looking for you, or if there's so much terrain, I think it'd be incredibly hard for people to find you. I think it was like a multi-part TikTok, because that's where I get all my information now apparently. Um, it was a girl and her boyfriend. I don't know if it was a national park, but I think it was. It might have been Yellowstone. They were out. They were like camping, and they were at a designated campsite, so there were other campers, and they saw this guy and didn't think anything of it, but had been going on trails by themselves, and she had been like picking flowers and taking a bunch of photos.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool. Thank you for following. I didn't even know it did that. Apparently, I managed to set that up. Did you see that?
I didn't, but
Well, it's like this animation popped up.
oh, I see.
So they're out there camping, and she's like, I guess she thought they were gonna be engaged, like he was gonna propose or something. So, dang it, I need to go get another pickaxe. So she was taking photos and like picking flowers, I think, to like press in her journal for like a memory thing, but all by themselves. So like no one should have known about it because they were just doing it themselves. So there's like this car wreck near the campsite, and they're concerned like maybe that no one's there because they're out in the middle of nowhere, kind of. And so they go to check it out, and the guy who was at the campsite goes to check it out too. And like everyone's okay, and he makes some comment about like, "Darn it, they're okay," like something creepy like that, like not something you would say. And they're like,
Yeah.
"We don't know what you mean." He's like, "I'm just something like I'm just used to like I don't know something creepy." And then he kind of starts following them and stuff, and she gets this weird vibe. I can't find my way out of this. I've dug myself into here, and I don't know where my exit is. I'm sorry that you guys have to watch me wander around. Oh, here it is. Never mind. I found it. Anyway, she gets this weird vibe, and I guess tells her boyfriend, fiance, whatever, to like run. So they like, take off running, and he chases her and him, and they eventually make it back to like where the accident was that officers have like actually showed up to, and they try to find the guy and they can't find him. But she had this horrible feeling because he said something about like the flowers that they'd been picking, and like how could he know that if he hadn't been like following them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they can't find him, and then like a couple weeks later, he like stabs some people to death. Like I think stabs a couple and like kills the husband. And apparently she did never find out. Like at the time, she didn't know that, and then later, like through like talking to people, or I guess maybe posting on TikTok or something, she finds out. So like, even if you're not a supernatural person, and like I think he went to jail, I just can't imagine that aren't like that shows that there's a way for people to go ahead and hide in the woods already, and it's so big that I don't think they could ever find you, even if you like wanted to be found.
But yeah, that started off that whole trend of people talking about it, because that one lady talking about it on TikTok, and also there's been, so you watch Hulu.
Yeah.
So show suggestion. You can watch this man. What the heck is that? You can watch this man named David something. David Pollard. He has a Hulu documentary series. And yeah, he has a Hulu documentary series. We should go to bed.
Oh, and great. Now it's raining.
That's why we should go to bed. But he has a Hulu documentary series about like talking about like missing people and how it's like unusual that it's not raining. Just oh no, it's not raining. How it's like unusual how certain people have gone missing and people go missing in like clusters and stuff.
Well, I know there's this whole thing about, I think it's like missing 411 or something like that.
Yeah,
Some kind of what?
That's his show.
See, I didn't know it was a show. I thought it was a book, but maybe it was a book for.
Title. We should change the title.
To what?
Hold on. I'm gonna disappear for a second.
Change it to what?
I don't know. We should probably just mention what we're talking about.
I thought it was a book, but maybe it was a book first. But I've seen some things on that, but I haven't really understood it. And I think one theory that I saw somebody talking about was that it's like connected to the cave systems because apparently missing people show up. I guess they have a bunch of the caves mapped out or something like that. So apparently, like the people that have been found, or maybe just when people go missing, I guess if you overlay like that map on a map of like cave systems and national parks, they like kind of line up. I don't think in the video that it was that she like showed it, but I think that's an interesting theory, especially if you're going with like more of a supernatural vibe, because like I mean I can see creepy creatures living in caves. On a side note about Minecraft, if someone could tell me why there are silverfish showing up and what to do about it or what they mean, that'd be great, because they just seem to be randomly popping up, and I thought it was from some block. I had mine on the stairs, and now they're down here attacking me and trying to kill me. Or if there's a better way to find diamonds, because this is the level that I think someone said to be at, and I can show the coordinates if somebody needs that, but there are no diamonds, and I don't know how long I'm supposed to keep going.
Okay. I changed the title. It's not the best. We're trying our best, and that's what matters. Okay. But yeah, so he also started people like sharing things, because he said there's like hundreds of missing people cases, and they all share like these similarities. And he calls them clusters in like national parks in the wilderness. And he, just letting you know before you like get real attached to this man, he's a real avid Bigfoot believer. Like in his free time, also goes on searches for Bigfoot. So that's probably what he thinks they are. But he doesn't technically say that in his show. So like he's supposed to let people draw their own conclusions, but like he always leads you to Bigfoot, you know? As you do. You always get led to Bigfoot.
See, I don't know, and I don't know a lot about Bigfoot, but like, I mean, I'm not sure if people think he's human or just some creature. I always just thought it was some kind of like creature type thing. That was kind of
the thing I read was it was a human mixed with a bear, which I'd never heard before, but that's an interesting idea.
The strange photos they show of it don't look like a human mixed with a bear. It looks more like a human mixed with like a monkey. But I don't know. It doesn't seem that, like, I don't know if there's proof or not, but like the idea of someone's like, yeah, we found proof that there's this like weird creature living in the forest, like, or there was this weird creature, maybe there isn't now. Like there was there's these huge squids and stuff that live in the ocean and stuff, and most people, I don't think the average person would have been like, yeah, there's ginormous squids living in the ocean. Like that wasn't something that I think everyone would have thought until they saw like the skeletons or whatever they found of them to prove it, or like I guess they can see them now. So I don't think it's
as squids do not have those.
Okay, but they have like the beak and stuff, so they've got some kind of hard thing that remains.
That's not what I wanted.
I found more iron.
Yeah, he's
nothing.
A lot of this, and his like the definition, the like explanations.
Ooh, gold. I think.
What?
I found gold, which we will need. That's it. That's all I had. Gold.
You really got to do that now?
Me?
Can you hear him squeaking in the background?
What?
Can you hear him squeaking in the background?
And a little bit. But yes, I found gold. Hooray. So we've got some of that to trade with the piglins, I think is what they're called
now. Why can't I do this correctly?
What are you trying to do?
Don't worry about it. Figure it out.
Have you finished the house yet? Because you seem to be taking a really long time on this.
Let me live my life the way I wish to live it.
I'm just saying, in a couple days, I'll be running from a creeper and it'll be blown up, and you're gonna be upset.
You're not gonna do that. That's what we're gonna.
That usually happens. Usually around the entrance, when I'm trying to get away from the creeper, it gets blown up. Anyway, so he believes in Bigfoot.
He believes in Bigfoot, and most people, when they're like explaining things via his like explanation, they kind of go with like Bigfoot-esque explanations. So like aliens, Bigfoot, feral people, cannibals.
And more
There's a whole
emeralds.
list of things. So
Do they have any proof, or is it just that that's what they think?
that's just what they.
Someone
I don't know.
oh, there's more of them. Okay, great. Again, more silverfish. Anybody want to tell me what's happening? I had heard someone say that some people also thought it had to do with like crime syndicates and maybe like stuff like that, and like that was a good place just to make people like disappear. I guess if you had debt or something, but that seems like a lot of people go into national parks that have like I guess gambling debts or whatever kind of get you involved with the crime syndicates and stuff. That just seems odd, and you'd think pretty quickly like word would spread amongst that community, like, hey, if you got a problem with the mob or something, don't go to the national parks.
But anyway, I don't know. I didn't find any of the regional conspiracies because those aren't the fun ones. But that's where like all the TikTok stuff started. And like apparently where most people started like learning about it, at least like the people on Reddit, the people of Reddit who start all these things. The problem children.
Oh, another one. See, they're just appearing. I'm gonna die. I'm definitely gonna die. I can't. Oh, and here
You're
comes.
probably going to the right place.
What?
You're probably going to the right place.
Okay, well, yeah, I just died, and there's tons of them down here. If you want to maybe come assist, that'd be cool.
We have a door now.
Would you want to come help?
Last.
Do you want to come help? You've got armor. I have no armor. I have nothing. I've left it all down there. Because maybe that means we're getting close to something worthwhile, but I'm not sure. Are you coming?
I'm just putting a door.
So you're not. Is
No,
that a
I'm
no?
coming.
I will not help you.
Or, so the first one that like the Reddit people care about is called Stacy and Arias or Arias. I'm just gonna mispronounce everything. Just letting everyone know.
Like that's the
I
name of
can't
the conspiracy theory.
Yeah, she was 14, and she disappeared in from Yosemite National Park 30 years ago. So in 1981. Where did I go? I wasn't paying attention to where I was walking. Where are the silverfish?
Maybe they all disappeared. Do they do that when you die?
I mean, I hear them, but I can't see them.
You hear them? I don't
They're
hear.
probably back in the rocks. Can't they do that?
I don't know.
I don't know how to help you here.
Okay.
It's
Head
a door.
back up. I don't need a door.
I assisted. I leave now. If I know how to get out, I leave. Okay, I found it.
It's really confusing once you get down here to try and get out.
So she was going to this popular camping spot with like her dad and a bunch of other people, called Sunrise High Sierra Camp, which they acted like I should know, but I didn't. Oh, there's glow lichen.
Is that what that is? Is that what you looked up and found out
Yeah,
it was?
that's what I looked up to find out what it was. And so she went to go take a photo of a lake that was just like over a hill, and her dad was like, "No, you can go. Like, I'm not worried about it." And this other guy on the trip who was 77, I don't know why they felt that was important to mention, but he was 77. He went with her, but then he got tired because probably he was 77, and sat down to rest for a little while. And she went on, but she never came back. The last place that the camp tour guide saw her was, he said he saw her on a rock about 50 yards away from camp.
Mm-hmm.
And then they never saw her again. And they only found a camera lens left behind to like remember her by, I guess. But that's all they found of her. And that's when you hear about the National Park Service doesn't keep track of missing people. So there's like the ones that people remember are like the ones that like there's no like you know how for missing people just in general, there's like a large list online, at least in America there is.
Yeah, and you can see. I always thought it was interesting. It took me a while to realize that, like, in Walmarts, I don't know if everybody has those, but like, there's a like a bulletin board at the front that shows a bunch of missing people, which I think is interesting. And I always wonder with things like that, like, how effective is that? How many people have like actually been helped by it, or is it just kind of another thing that like you're doing, but it doesn't actually like help you at all?
But yeah, they don't keep track of missing people, so there's like no combined list of like things.
Is it just that they don't keep track of them to national park specific? So like there's no specific national park, but like everyone is kept track of, or if like if you go missing in the national park, they don't report it. Because one of those seems like shady.
No, they like report it. It's just like they don't keep track of it, and they said that's probably because like, sometimes it's the National Park Service that's handling it. Sometimes it's not. So it really just depends on who's handling it. So there's no like national thing because it's not like, oh, the park rangers always take care of the cases.
I found more redstone that I'm not sure what we're gonna do with because I don't really know how to use. But no more silverfish, and I just want to know if there's like a dungeon or something around that we could go attempt to get into and probably die trying.
I wouldn't know. I didn't explore very far.
They just keep appearing randomly, and I don't know if it's just I'm not paying enough attention to which block I'm breaking, that it's just their blocks like randomly scattered in here, or if it's that they're like have a spawner somewhere and I'm just not noticing that they're coming from like the same place or something like that. But I also still can't see the chat, even though I thought I fixed that. So I don't know if people are answering my question.
I'm gently confused by what's happening.
In the chat?
Yeah.
Well, I can't help you because I can't see
it. It seems to be a conversation about Taiwan.
Cool. Never been to Taiwan. Think it'd be fun to go.
But I don't know. I don't entirely know what's happening. I mean, this.
Anyway, so she disappears, leaving her camera lens.
Yes, leaving her camera lens. And
she didn't leave like film with pictures of like what took her. That'd be cool.
No, we'll get to someone who did that. Oh, I forgot to put a floor.
Minecraft 1.17 multiplayer.
Hold on.
Are you being ready?
I'm trying to figure out how to do the chat. I hit the wrong button. Because I want to see if I can get it where I can actually see it. You can keep talking. So I'm just trying to see if I can get it where I can hear this.
Okay.
I think that may work, but I'm not sure.
People like are still looking for her, but they've never found her, so she's probably dead. I'm gonna be honest. Maybe she's not. Who knows? But that's the one that like all the people on Reddit are obsessed with. Mm-hmm. I don't know why. I guess maybe because she just left behind a camera lens. But I have like a whole list of missing people that I'm gonna go through later. So then one of the videos I was watching, I remember watching, it came out like 5 years ago. I know he's gotten really big playing Among Us now, but Corpse Husband, I only ever watched him when he, I only ever watched him when he did like horror stories.
Why did you watch those? I just can't do it.
People stories. I only watched like every 4th video. So I don't know like what all his stories were, but one of them was this like search and rescue guy who posted on Reddit, and it was always really entertaining.
I find them entertaining. They just frighten me too much. Like I'm always like, no, it's the middle of the day. I can watch it. It won't bother me. And then I'm like, no, I can't handle it. Like every little noise is starting to get to me. Why is the dog waking up? What does he hear that I can't hear?
No, but he still filmed like the 2-hour video, and I was like, I don't care. He has a very soothing voice. I don't care how soothing it is. I can't be lulled to sleep by the sounds of the children. Okay, but one of the things he mentioned, I remember him mentioning from 5 years ago, which I guess means it left an impression, was this whole like stairs in the woods phenomenon.
I had heard about that, but I didn't know like if it was real or if it was. You were blown up by a creeper?
I believe there's a creeper in our house.
Well, okay, wait. I thought I was the one who was gonna lead the creeper home to the house and blow it up.
Come here, sir. Come blow up over here. Anything.
And you still have like the tracking and stuff on for your model, yeah?
Yeah, I do.
Are you sure?
Why? I'm positive.
You turned on tracking?
Yeah. What do you think?
I don't know. It looked like her mouth moves.
My mouth doesn't move when I talk any.
Well, then you don't have the switch turned on.
Hello, Edmund.
There. Or it started to.
I think it just depends on where I'm looking at the camera, how well it can track it.
Maybe that's a messing with sensitivity setting that I'm not capable of figuring out right now. Anyway.
Edmund, not everything's about you.
Did you fix the creeper situation? Can I come see the house now?
No, we need a floor. We have a floor.
Usually the ground works for floor.
No.
Okay, there's water. Oh, okay. I may have just flooded the mine. Like the flooded mine ride. Okay, there. Mine is unflooded now. What I saw. Oh, there. Go ahead.
But, so, okay. It's from this guy called Search and Rescue Woods, which is not a very creative name.
Mm-hmm.
But he said,
Hey, there's another one, another silverfish. Where are they coming from? See, I can hear them.
see, I need to go on a hunt for glass for the windows.
Are you creating some kind of mansion or something? This is just supposed to be a temporary hovel.
Nothing is temporary in life.
I'm trying to figure out
It's a temporary hovel.
Well, then it doesn't need glass windows.
Yes, it does.
You may be able to make glass. Like, we just need sand. You might check.
Yeah, I know. I just have to go on a hunt for that. And I gotta finish the floor first. And it's nighttime, so I'm not gonna go wandering around.
Do you want me to come up and go to bed? Or just
No,
not worry about it? Okay, I've wandered around. I don't see any holes where silverfish are coming from. So I don't understand why this is happening. If you want, you can take a break from house building and we can explore the cave and see if maybe we can
No,
find
I'm very happy house building.
But we need to do something other than house build it at some point.
I'm almost done.
Anyway, so he reports these things on Reddit.
Yeah, or he did like 5 years ago. I don't know how, like, when the last time he posted was. I mean, honestly, we could go through all his stuff. It's all interesting. It may be fake. Who knows? But one of the best ways to find diamonds is to mine in a straight line until you find a lava pool opening and searching throughout that cavern.
A lava pool opening. So that seems like maybe I should go back to the caves that we found. But I don't know if that was the right level. Is the level still important? Do they say that? Because that would be helpful information. I wasn't minding necessarily a straight line, but I am. What?
They do not say. He said, yes, the level is still important.
Okay, so I should just keep mining here, but like only like a 2-block wide strip?
Yeah, until you find
Diamonds. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then I will come up and get more pickaxes.
Okay, tell me when you get up, because then I'll move the beds. I haven't moved them because I didn't want you to die. I'll not have a bed.
I gotta figure out my way out, and I've made this in a confusing way. Wait, is that it? There it is. Okay. I'm heading up.
But yeah, so there's supposedly these just like stairs that lead to nothing in the woods. There's like not a whole bunch of photos of them, but there's like some.
Okay, but see,
Um,
are they real? Because you'd think if that was like a real thing and they had a location and a photo, or do they move or something? Because that seems like a oh my goodness, it'd be a photo op. People would like go there and like take
well,
selfies
it's
or
like
something.
there's definitely stairs in the wood. Are they ominous? Who knows? Kind of thing. You know? Are they there? Yeah. Are there as many as people say there are? Maybe not, but there like definitely are some. If that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you really wanted to track one down, you could probably find a location and find one. But so this dude said that like
Okay,
he was
I'm up here, by the way.
officer. Okay, hold on, I'm coming back. You can move the beds if you want. I was gonna color them for you since that's your one joy in life.
Says the person who's trying to find fancy windows.
I have not tried to find fancy windows. I'm currently making the floor. Then I gotta move all the chests in here, which takes forever. It's my favorite part.
Well, you moved one of the chests, haven't you?
Bad thing. But that was as much as I could get into my inventory. So
Okay. Well, I'm gonna come and put stuff into it because
there's not any space. I don't think. I think we need to make this.
well, you put it where you can't add to it.
What?
You put it where you can't add to it. Like you
I
can't
was gonna
add-
move it later. I just stuck it there for now.
Oh, okay. Because I'll make a chest if I can find what I need, which is wood. Go ahead. By the way, the person she's talking to, Edmund, is her dog, who is very needy.
He's asleep now. All of them are asleep. All three of them. So people. So what his story says is, since he was a search and rescue officer, it's about all like the weird stuff he supposedly saw as a search and rescue officer. Is it all fake? I don't know. Is it entertaining? Yeah. But so supposedly every time they were like 30 or 40 miles into the I need more wood. Anytime they were like 30 or 40 miles into the woods looking for someone, they would find like these stairs in the woods, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And they were like really common. Like they got to the point that like all the search and rescue officers who were like veterans ignored them. And one time he asked about like, what the heck, man?
Are they like man-made stairs? Like they're like plaster
Yes.
or metal, or they're what?
Yeah, they're man-made stairs. I don't know what material they're made out of. I think it varies.
I'm gonna make another iron pickaxe because I think I can use that now more because we've got so much iron.
Sounds good to me. He. Oh, here. So he said that, like, he one time asked, like, hey, what's going on with all them stairs? And he was told pretty much to don't look at them, don't think about them, don't do anything with them, just ignore them, and don't worry about them. Like, they're not a problem, but, like, don't mess with them kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And he just went with that, didn't ask any more questions. Or maybe he did and they didn't answer. I didn't read the whole thing. Okay, it was late at night. I'm tired. My dedication to research is not that strong.
Anyway, yes, don't look at them, don't think about them. See, that was the thing that I thought was weird when I saw this TikTok, and I can't remember the person's name, I'd share it, you guys could go watch it. Was like if you see something in the woods, don't look at it. If you.
Oh, we're gonna get to that. We have a whole section.
I just don't understand, like, what is it? What's in the woods, and why is it so terrifying and coming for you?
We need an entranceway. That's important. But he got to the point he just like never messed with them, which was strange to me. But what do I know? The current theories about the stairs, other than like they're just stairs. I'm gonna go searching for sand. Unless hold on, while you're here, I'm gonna move the beds, move the beds, move the beds, move beds. You should probably move your cat too.
Oh, I will come and get Salmon in a minute.
Why did you put that just there?
I didn't know where to put it. I needed to move it to add to it. If you don't like it, you can move it again. I'm gonna bring the other chest in a second, so You might want to inform me where you want it.
No, fine. We'll make that the chest ball.
I mean, I don't care. I usually try to sort the chest with like putting food in one and stuff in the other because it gets confusing after a while. But I don't know if that's something that's worth
Nightstand.
doing.
No, not that kind of nightstand.
We've got that glow squid ink, which I don't know what to do with either.
I'm just trying to make this house a home, Lucy. May. And you. It's there to bark at. What am I looking for? Where is it? Oh, do you have any extra torches?
Yes. I think they're in the chest right now.
You can make lanterns. That's a lot of wasted iron. But where was I? Oh, okay, stairs. So some people think, okay, why didn't you close the door when you left? You heathen. Oh no, you're still here. Okay.
I don't know. I just didn't think about it.
I'm also gonna make us a garden, so we have bread, so you quit dying.
I haven't been dying of hunger.
You will start soon, don't worry.
We have a lot of meat. So I don't think that's
We
much of a
need
problem.
We gotta become vegetarians.
Why do we have to become vegetarian?
We must.
I know bread's pretty efficient though, but I think steak is too.
There's a witch over there just vibing.
Oh, ooh, where? Do they drop anything worthwhile? I don't know, but I'll go kill it. Where is it?
You killed one already.
Yes, but we might need whatever this one drops. Where is it?
What if it drops the same thing?
I don't remember what the last one dropped.
Over on the plains, I'm looking for sand. But the other theories is this was incredibly vague and they didn't provide any additional information. Was
what
it is
you're
a
calling
pulpit
it
for a
then?
preacher, and I went, what preacher? And they did not give me a single bit of information that was useful.
That the stairs that people preach on them?
Yes, and I'm assuming they mean like a demonic preacher, because people generally feel like unwelcome and like unnerved around the stairs,
Mm-hmm.
which I would feel unwelcome and unnerved around a set of empty stairs that led to nothing. I found
Right.
sand.
Should have brought my milk. I forgot to bring it.
All this trouble to get milk.
She dropped some sticks. That was not worth it. Especially if I die. But I'm attempting to make it back before I die. Here.
You should set your spawn point. That was the point of moving the bags.
I realize that. Spawn point set. Need milk. There, okay. I'll refill our milk bucket in case this happens if I can find a cow real quick.
I'm eventually going to use it to make water so I can make bread. This is not sand. What am I collecting? This is clay. What can I even do with clay?
I think you can make bricks, but I don't think we should go to that trouble. Have you seen a cow?
There's some on the plains, I think.
Just seeing pigs. Anyway, so they think it's... See, because my first conclusion would be that they're like hoaxes, maybe, because wasn't there something, I feel like it was this year, about people like making obelisk or something like that and just putting them out randomly?
Buy some poison, it just brings you to half a heart.
Oh, okay. Well, then I have less reason to find cow.
I'm going to head back and then return back for the sand tomorrow. Hold on, how do I get up this? How do I get up? How do I get up? Okay. But the other thing was that it's probably a like portal to another dimension. I think that's the most popular one. Probably because it's the most fun.
That seems like something that could be pretty easily like checked out though. Like I walk up them, I disappear, have your friends sit at the bottom, filming. Not that it's smart to do, but like you could check it out.
Do people do that though? I don't know. Maybe they have, and I just didn't get that far.
I just feel like there should be lots more filming of these things as phones have become more of like an everyday thing, you know. But I guess maybe when you, since you don't have cell service out in the woods, maybe when you film it and the thing eats you or whatever, it takes your phone too.
You didn't close the door.
I'm sorry, but we have windows that things could just walk right into, so it's not like it makes much of a difference.
Go to bed.
Yeah.
Also, if you use flint and steel, set an animal on fire, and then kill it, it drops cooked meat.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do the dyeing of the bed if you want. You have to break it anyway, so that way it can be.
Okay. Put it back where it was.
I will try to put it back where it was, so we don't mess up that your house is a home. I think this is how you do it, but I don't remember. Yep, there we go. I think this is where it was. You can tell me if it's not.
It was 2 blocks away from the edge on each side.
Yeah, there. Do you want me to do yours too?
Or
What color?
whatever color suits your fancy.
Well, we got blue. I wonder, maybe yellow. You like yellow.
I do like the color.
Yeah, let's do yellow. Anyway, so they think maybe another dimension.
Yes. But, you know, they haven't really checked that out. I think there's just, like, stories about, like, how people have encountered them and stuff.
Don't
And all
forget to
that kind of
reset
thing.
your spawn point.
Did you put it down?
Yeah, I did. Let's see if anything else will fit in there. Also, I have your helmet. I don't know. Did I pick up the chest? Yes, I did.
You never gave it to me. That's fine.
I think it was in the chest. It's not in that one yet. It's gonna be in here. There.
I need to make torches.
There are torches in there, but I need them back. I'll take half of them.
I want to light up the place, you know?
So we don't have monsters spawning in it at night. Okay, keep going. We have the stuff to make flint and steel if you want to try and do that way of cooking animals, but that kind of seems cruel to set them on fire.
But what was I gonna say? I keep reading what I was gonna say.
You were talking about how they're
So,
like,
but there's like a lot of people talking about like the whole like don't look into the woods, and if someone calls your name, you know, some general pieces of advice that had been given. I will tell you. Go away. Are like avoid people who don't look like they're there to hike. Don't follow the voices you hear. If you feel unwelcome, leave. Someone you know isn't calling for you in the woods. Don't look too closely, like things like that. Which is like Gothic fiction, you know, like American Gothic fiction.
mm-hmm.
Which I love as a genre. I don't know why people are trying to make me believe that it's real. But they are. I need more torches. More torches.
Okay,
Hold on.
so this is Y12. I'm at Y12, which is what they said to be at. So I think I just mine in a straight line is what I was told.
Yes. Until you find a lava pit, pool, opening, and searching throughout that cavern, is what they said.
Okay.
I made a brick. But there's also, like, there's a whole bunch of things about, like, I think people underestimate how big America is, and that's why people get lost a lot. Like, that's what you gotta remember, is people going, I can handle the wilderness, and then they can't.
And those are
Like,
the
that's
ones that
the-
make sense, I think, that, like, you could easily say, oh, it was just that they were dumb. But it's the ones where, like, they were very experienced hikers, or they you know, there wasn't enough time that they could have been taken by a wild animal. And it just seems strange that, at least from the, you know, Criminal Minds different shows I watch, they don't leave like just a camera lens. Like usually there's blood everywhere and, you know, all kinds of stuff that would indicate like an animal attack.
We'll get to those eventually. I have a whole list. There's all kinds of stories about like barking at the door at 3 a.m. Like, and there wouldn't be any dogs. Speaking of barking, my dogs are barking.
That's like the creepiest thing, when the dog like insists to you that there is some reason to be concerned, like barking at something, and you can't see anything. It makes you feel like they can like see some kind of other realm that you can't see. It is very unsettling.
But there's things like that, or things like, you know, like you're not supposed to look out your windows at night. There's a lot of like the gothic fiction, like don't.
I can understand that. Every time I want to look at a window at night, I convince myself that there's going to be something looking back at me. And it's very hard.
That's a you problem.
It is a you problem, but it's something I can relate to. There's something about at night, and I know there's psychological reasons for it, like chemicals in your brain and stuff that shift at night. But it's just so much easier to convince yourself of these terrifying things at night. Like, even in the daytime, if it's like, I mean, maybe a little bit more when it's storming and stuff, but in the daytime, if it's like low lighting, you don't see a shadow and think that could be a creature coming to get me. But at night, you think that. I mean, you talked about, what was it? Like in the middle of the night, a dog like coming up and like walking on top of you, and you thought it was like an octopus or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, it left me half asleep more than anything.
I think it's also the nighttime. I think there's something about it.
Less to do with the nighttime.
I should have brought more torches. Okay, if you're making flower pots and decorating now, I think again we've maybe reached the point.
I'm waiting till it's nighttime and then it's not nighttime again, so that I can go and get sand for the windows. But I can't because I can't go to sleep, so I gotta wait through the night. So I just have to do things until then.
You could make me some torches and bring them to me.
I need more torches. That's what I was doing.
Well, it doesn't feel like she's gonna bring them to me. It feels like she's going to hoard them for herself.
I'm going to. It's true.
Oh, I found it! Hooray! Yes, hooray! We did it. Thank you, whoever helped with that. I found it. We've got diamonds. Ooh, it looks like a lot of them, maybe.
I was confused for a second about what we found.
We found diamonds. Let's see how many. 6 diamonds. I don't know how many we need, but we have 6 of them now. But I know. I think this means. Go ahead. What?
I made an excessive amount of torches.
Well, I think this means that we're. I mean, technically, ready is not probably the right word for us because emotionally we're not there, but we're technically ready to go to the Nether because all that was missing from that one was the one.
No, we could have made the Nether portal, remember?
We couldn't, because you have to have an obsidian block to put in there.
I have obsidian. We have obsidian. It's in the chest.
Well, why have I been looking for diamonds? I mean, I know we'll probably need them for something else, but I thought that's why I was looking for them.
I don't know why you were looking for them. I just let you do it.
Well, now we have that and gold, which are the things I think we need to go to the Nether. I'm going to keep the diamonds probably till next time, until I figure out what I'm supposed to do with them, if it's a sword or an axe, or a pickaxe I'm supposed to make, but I thought it was a pickaxe. If anyone has an opinion on that, or what are essential things to go to the Nether, that'll probably be a next time thing. We still got a little bit more time right now, but that'll probably be a next time adventure, maybe starting out with that. But a checklist of like what to take with us and what we should be doing there, because I know we're supposed to go, but I don't really remember why we're supposed to go. I feel like it had to do with like blazes, which terrify me, and I'm not really sure how to fight. But it's like I said, it's been so long since we played and attempted to get to the end, which we've never actually successfully done, and that's kind of the goal for this streaming series, is to eventually get to the end. So instructions on how to do that would be great.
Here's all of the torches you wanted. Okay.
Also, we now have a bunch of emeralds if we
Torches.
happen to find someone to trade with. And I know because like I don't know if we're in the right biome for it, but there's like the wandering traders too.
Get the torches. Behind you.
I've taken a bunch of them.
More.
Okay, I don't think I need any more.
You know,
It's a
we
nice
wait till
house.
nighttime so we can make windows.
Got a little tree over here and a little tree over here for you.
I don't know what to put in the middle. I'm thinking about the cat. The cat can go in the middle.
You're gonna push him in the middle.
Mm-hmm. Go salmon.
Well, you can place like that cauldron thing we got. I don't know what it does. I think it may be called a hopper.
No, the cat belongs there.
No, it's called a
No.
cauldron.
Now I wait for nighttime.
Have you made glass yet?
I've made glass, but I need more glass to make glass pins.
Oh, you made the
Sorry.
roof fancy. Look at that.
Anyway, back to what we were talking about. So the biggest thing, the like big conspiracy about the big conspiracy about what's it called?
The national parks.
The national parks is that there's like a huge cover up about like what's going on, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That people are okay, bedtime, go to bed, bed.
Oh,
Bedtime.
well, you should have told me that before I headed. Hold on. I thought what you were waiting for was for it to be nighttime.
It is night. No, I was waiting for nighttime so I can head out first thing in the morning.
Oh.
It takes a while to get away.
Can I can come help with that because mining is getting boring and I don't know what else I'm mining for right now. I mean, maybe I need more diamonds.
Probably.
Well, I'm not
You
sure.
can do a lot with the diamonds.
What?
I know there's a lot you can do with diamonds. I just don't know what they are.
Well, you can make armor. You can do everything like with the other, like types of metals and stuff. But I'm not sure like what is supposed to happen.
Okay. Now I go and I go get sand. Now we run to get sand.
I'll come with. Maybe there'll be something interesting to
There's
see.
not. But you can drain. And then I'm gonna make a garden for our bread. You can't stop me.
Do you have seeds and everything already?
No.
Oh,
Now I do.
You do have seeds. Do you have wood to make hoe and fences and stuff?
I have access to the chests because what I need.
But I didn't know if we had that much wood.
We do.
I'll chop down another tree because we always need more wood. Anyway, so the conspiracy theories, keep going.
Yeah, the big conspiracy theory is there's a big cover up and that like all of the like national parks people know about like all these disappearances and know how they're happening and stuff, and it's a big cover up about, or they don't know how they're happening. So it's either they know what's happening and they're covering it up, or they don't know what's happening and they're covering it up and they're frightened.
That seems more likely than, I don't know, it just seems like it'd be bad for tourism if you know what's happening and you're not doing anything about it. I mean, I guess if it's like a monster or something and you know what's happening but you can't do anything about it, kind of thing. Horses.
There's a squid trying to bother me. Why are you here, squid? This is not your location. This is not your home. Actually, I'm kind of invading you. But that's okay. But I think the biggest thing to remember is like people are dumb and get lost because they think I can handle the wilderness, and then they very much can't. But it could also be like Bigfoot. You never know.
How much sand do we need?
I'm just getting a lot because I think we can also make. Doesn't sugarcane need sand?
I don't know if it has. I think it just has to grow next to water. Which I can go get the bucket because I don't. Is there any water near the house? I don't remember.
Yeah, there's water close to the house.
Okay.
I got 24 sand, but see, if you make the panes, you only need 6, and it makes 16. So I think we're good. Oh, wait.
I feel like the
now
more
I'm just
likely.
gonna talk about like what?
I said I feel like the more likely option is that they. I don't know what I'm doing. I can't get up here. Is that like maybe they know what's happening or they know what's taking of it. Like they can't do anything about it. I feel like it's less likely that like they're covering it up and like could do something about it aren't.
That's probably exactly what they're doing. I always assume the government's out to get me.
I hope I'm headed in the right direction. Oh, a lava flow.
You just go straight.
Well, have you found the lava flow that I almost fell into?
I don't think I have, so you're probably heading the wrong direction.
Are there diamonds usually around lava flows? I guess they still have to be at the right level. Is that right?
Yeah, I think so.
I probably am heading the wrong direction, but I don't know exactly where I am now. There's a big mountain over there too.
I don't know how you did this. I thought you were following me.
And then you went too fast and I got stuck.
Anyway. That's not what I need. I need that to go away and that to go away. I need a better one.
What a funky tree. You wouldn't want to come back and find me or anything like that, would you?
I have no clue where you went. Like, I didn't even know there was lava near us.
There's also, I think, a cave system over here, maybe. There is a cave system. There's lots of just iron out here.
I'm gonna make some fences.
Well, I'm gathering more stuff even though I don't know where I am. So, if you wanted to build a tower, I'm a big fan of building towers on top of your house so you can't get lost.
And I'll die as I jump off the tower.
You can build 2 towers up and then delete the other one on the way down.
That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, anyway. Now I'm just gonna talk about like some disappearances because that's what people talk about when they talk about the like conspiracies. Is they talk about disappearances.
Mm-hmm. Oh, more iron. Keep going.
I'm getting there, hold on. I have to use my brain to craft things, okay? And we all know my brain doesn't work the best most of the time.
There's water down in here. It doesn't look like there's much down in here. Looks like this is just kind of a dead end, but lots of iron.
How do I make a fence? I want to make a fence.
I think it's wood blocks and sticks.
I figured it out. I put the sticks in the middle. Fence.
I don't see anything down in here except more iron, which I probably don't need at this point. Oh, and a creeper. Okay, since I don't know where I am and couldn't get back to get my stuff, we're gonna leave that alone for now. But there is lava around here, which I don't know if we need or what it is. If it's just something that indicates that there could be diamonds at a certain level.
It could
Okay.
also just be lava. Did you ever think about that?
I'm right where the where you mined for the sand. So can you give me direction?
Go, turn around. Go straight back away from it.
Straight back. Okay. Depending on your definition of straight back away from it, that's 4 different directions. Like
Okay.
it's not up a hill.
Go
You didn't
up
come
the
up
hill.
a hill. What?
Yes, go up the hill. We went down the hill.
The hill that's right next to it?
Do you see where I mined for sand?
Yes.
From that, there's a hill.
I think I'm going up the correct one. Yes. Check.
You're going up the wrong hill, I think. Then just go straight. It's just straight. I just went in a straight line.
Straight is water. Did you pass like a pond?
Yeah, I passed multiple ponds.
Okay. Hopefully this is the right direction. And like a bunch of blue flowers, I don't think this is the right direction. Yeah, this is not
You're
the right direction.
confident.
Turning back around. Feel free to like head out here and find me and help me get back home because it's getting dark. Well,
I
that's
trusted
concern-
you in your directional skills.
You should know from my real life directional skills.
Mine are worse than yours, and I made it bad.
Yeah, but I think being in the game makes mine worse.
No, that's not what I meant to do.
Okay, I'm back by the sand.
You're all the way back there?
Yes. I can pick another direction, but I don't think I'm heading the right way. I keep hoping I'll like see the house in the distance. Are you gonna come and rescue me, Rose?
No, I wasn't planning on it.
Well, that's not very nice.
But you've left the sand, so I don't even know where you are now.
I'm basically at the sand. I'm at the sand. Basically.
Fine. But yeah, there's just like a bunch of disappearances people talk about. So I found a list from like not the New York Times, so like the New York something, where it's like there are a couple of steps below the Times where they don't report about like the super important stuff, and they're allowed to have weird conspiracy theories on their site. And they had a list of like 6 people who disappeared about reasons you should never go to a national park, and I thought that was kind of rude. So. Over the hill, past the horses.
See, I can see the horses.
Over the hill, past the horses.
But you already
Not at the sand. Where did you go? Can't find you if you're not at the sand.
I'm at the sand.
Turn around. Turn around. Turn around.
There. Okay, coming. Hold on. I don't see. That's the thing. Is it all national parks that this is an issue in?
We're gonna get there. I'm gonna tell you the names of all of them. Are you with me? Where'd
Not,
you go?
Not yet. I'm trying to make it up the hill. Okay. Yes, up here.
Go. So the first one they listed was something they called the Smoky Mountain Mysteries. I don't know why they called them that, but they were talking about 3 disappearances in the Smoky Mountains, which isn't a national park, but I think is a national forest. Or maybe it is a national park. I couldn't tell you. Okay. My geographical knowledge is incredibly limited. But so in 1969, back in the day, there was this 6-year-old named Dennis Martin. He was vibing with his brother, you know, as you do as a child. They were planning to, you know, go up to their parents and scare them, which maybe wasn't their best plan, but that's what they were planning on doing. Go to sleep.
There.
And so they made this whole little scheme about how they were gonna go and like sneak up and jump on them. And when they actually went to do that, like they ran up to them and he disappeared, which is strange.
Yeah. I don't
And
understand. He ran up to them and disappeared, like as he's running up to them.
No, but like when the brother reached them, Dennis was gone, kind of thing.
Okay.
And they never found him. They don't know where he is.
Well, that's horrible.
Well, it was 1969. Hopefully, they found a little bit of closure by now.
I don't know if you ever really find closure with that kind of thing. Especially when it's like I think any death you'd be hard to find closure from like that, especially with a child. But if you have no idea like what happened or why it happened or anything like that, I think it'd be way harder to try to find any kind of closure because you just like would always be wondering like what was, you know, did they suffer? Why did it happen? Like, you know, you wouldn't know if it was like someone senselessly did it or an accident, and was it like not necessarily like their fault, but like was it an accident they brought on, or just like a random like animal or something? You know, did he wander off or something like that? I think that'd be horrible to try and figure out. Do you want me to like put the glass in the windows?
No, make it into panes for.
Okay, I don't know if I necessarily know how to do that, but I'll try.
It's not that hard.
Do they have it in here?
Yeah.
Oh, glass paints. Okay. Anyway, so they don't ever find him. Is there any more to that, or they just never find him?
No, they just don't ever find him. They don't know where he is. They don't know what happened. Don't know where he is. He's gone. And then the second disappearance in the Smoky Mountains was so in 1976. These all happened. You're gonna notice a pattern if none of these have happened in like 2012 or something.
Or near?
No, they were like all in the 90s, in like 60s and 70s.
I wonder why. Is that just that we've gotten better about not wandering in the woods, or has whatever is taking people like stopped happening or something?
Or they've gotten better at finding people.
What has it? Is it that they've gotten better at finding people? Like, have more people still been?
People love to find and get found. You don't hear about those ones.
Well, I think you would if it was, and I was taken by a creature. I think we'd hear about that.
Yeah, but most of the time it's just people got lost or something.
Well, I had also heard about, and maybe you can look into this next time. Maybe you have it on your list because you keep saying like, oh, I'm coming to that. I had heard about like some people who were found. It was like should I stop making glass? I feel like I should.
Maybe did you put glass in all the windows?
Yeah.
And that's how much glass we need then. So, and now nothing will come in and steal us in the nighttime.
Take us in the nighttime. But I have heard about some people who were found, who went missing, unexplainably, kind of like that, were found, but it's like they were found hundreds of miles away that they didn't think they could like have walked there or traveled in that amount of time, and they had like no recollection of it.
Yeah. There's ones like that too, but I don't know what to tell you about those ones.
See, those are the ones that make you think that like it's some creature that can also like maybe take your mind. Do you need a homemade?
Yeah, I will. I'll also need more fences probably.
Okay, are they they're probably a certain wood. Do you know what wood they are?
They're oak.
They're oak. Is that what you are? No, you're spruce. You're oak. Okay. But those are the ones that make you think like maybe there's some kind of, technology or something that makes you forget everything like you see in like Men in Black kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. But so in 1976, they're always like very few of these are adults, honestly. I guess because kids are harder to find because they're smaller. That makes more sense, but But most of them are children, or maybe it's because it's more tragic if they're children. I don't know. All of these are children. But in 1976, a 16-year-old named Trini Lynn Gibson, she was on a field trip with 40 of her classmates. It was a horticultural field trip. I didn't know they could. I don't know why they mentioned that, but they did mention it. Now you know. And they were going on a hike. It's always on a hike, just like up some mountain or something. That's what they did, back in the day. They went on hikes up mountains. And they do it now too, but
Here's the fences. Or do you just want me to put them out somewhere?
No, I have a census.
There's the fences. Are you filling in the holes? Is that what you're going to do?
That's going to be the water.
The holes are the water?
Yeah. I looked it up. There needs to be 2. So for each direction there's 2.
I don't understand. I thought they had to be like streams.
Apparently they don't have to be.
You just do it around them?
Mm-hmm. I need more fences.
How many more?
Well, from here, because this is going to be the gate. We need a gate.
Okay.
Over. Yeah. And then I'm making sure nothing can like hobble its way in from falling off a ledge. If that makes sense.
I think so. I'm trying to say, you said, oh no, we don't need any wood, but I'm pretty sure we
We
need
had
more.
more.
We what?
I thought we had more.
Especially if you want it to be the same type, which I'm pretty sure you do.
I do want to make this simple.
I can let's see if I can make one more. No, I don't have enough. Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm going to go chop down a tree. or a couple trees. I think this is
Well,
oak.
I can help now, so.
Well, no, that's not oak. But and you want specifically oak. You couldn't pick spruce, which is the one nearby.
Oak's actually more common around here for some reason.
No, the dark green ones are spruce.
Not all of them.
Pretty sure all of them.
I cut down them and got no oak wood before. I know. Like that one's oak. I can tell.
Okay. So she's on a field trip.
Yes, with her classmates. There's 40 of them. And they went on a hike, and then at like 3 p.m., they don't remember seeing her after that.
See, every field trip I ever went on, every time you got on, off, or like went into a different area, they like counted you. So how
Well,
are
the
they?
70s were a different time.
I figured they'd count more then, or something like that.
Apparently not. Apparently they were just like, they're all here, we're sure. Because they never found anything. They like searched for months, but they never found anything, like any trace of her. She just like left.
Mm-hmm.
And the third one happened in 1981, and this is like the only one that's an adult. It was a 58-year-old woman named Thelma Pauline Melton. And she was hiking with some of her friends on this trail that she'd been on like hundreds of times because she lived around there. And then she walked ahead over a hill. And when they got over the hill, they couldn't find her, and they couldn't find her at the campsite. So that's one of the ones where it's like she's experienced, she wouldn't just like wander off kind of thing.
Here, wait, hold still, and I can give you the
Wood.
Well, right there, next to you. Oh, I don't need any more wood. I already hear. Look next to you. There's fences and gate. Tell me if that's enough.
Um,
So she's experienced, so they don't think she'd wander off.
yeah, they don't think she'd wander off, and then like she'd been on this trail like so many times before, and she just went over a hill. Like she didn't like go off the trail or anything, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Oops. I don't know if I need more fences. I need 1, 2.
This is
I
fine,
need 2 more fences. Just 2 fences.
2 more fences.
Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to drink the milk bucket and get water.
I never got milk, so I think it's empty.
Okay, I will not drink the milk.
You need 2 more fences. Do I have enough to make 2 more?
You should.
Maybe.
I gave you extra wood. But they couldn't find her at all. They never found her. But that one's the weirdest one to me because, like, kids are dumb. As a child myself, I can say that.
Not
Kids
a
are dumb.
child currently. Let's clarify on that.
What did I say? Okay. You know, but kids are not experienced outdoorsmen.
Mm-hmm.
But she was 58, and she just went over a hill, you know?
No, that does seem strange that she'd just disappear like that. That's why it seems like, but see, at the same time, you can't rule out like wild animals with that, because like even if you're experienced, maybe it, you know, you can know what to do and it not.
Like, okay, she went ahead like 4 miles. She like went over a hill. Like she was at the bottom of the hill while her friends were at the other side, kind of thing. Let's go to sleep and then I will get more water tomorrow.
Well, I think it's about time to be done for the day. I was gonna plant these. We only have 3 seeds.
I have 11.
Oh, I was gonna plant these few ones real quick. If you want to come here and plant your other ones super quick,
Yeah.
put them around them. I don't know how far out you can do it, but we can try here too. If you still have more.
I'll be able to do it there.
Do you have more?
Yes, I do. I have 3 more. That's all the seeds I have right now.
Okay. Cool. So I mean, are you ready to?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, I think that's probably all we have for you guys today. Unless there's any questions or anything in the chat that we should answer, Rose. I can't see it, like I said, so I don't know if there's anything.
Not any questions.
What?
There's not.
So let's go ahead and get out of the server, and then we can kind of do our ending thing. I appreciate anybody who watched. Like I said, I can't really see that.
Want to see us live? Come join us on Twitch.
Thanks for watching.